I came across a review on a website, and somebody said that All Star Sports continually lives up to its acronym. Somebody is not a fan. I don't think it's that bad, but that's funny. That is funny. It got me laughing, and I had to stop the video and share that.
When people start planning a Walt Disney World vacation, one question comes up almost immediately. Where should we stay? If you want to stay inside the Disney bubble without blowing up your budget, the All-Star Resorts is exactly what the doctor ordered. What's good? It's Marcus from MouseHouseNewsNet, and I'm going to show you what it's like to stay at Disney's All-Star Resorts. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Disney resort reviews just like this. Disney's All-Star Resorts complex consists of 3 resorts: All-Star Sports, All-Star Music, and All-Star Movies. Together, the All-Star Resorts are the cheapest way to stay in the magic of Walt Disney World. These resorts lean hard into larger-than-life theming. We're talking giant basketballs, massive guitars, and Toy Story icons that feel like they jumped straight out of the screen. The vibe is playful, colorful, and unmistakably Disney. But make no mistake, the real reason a lot of adults choose the All-Star Resorts is the value pricing. But are these resorts for you? Let's take a closer look. No matter if you're staying at All-Star Sports, Music, or Movies, your first stop upon arrival is the check-in and concierge desks. At Sports, this is at Stadium Hall. At Music, it's Melody Hall. And at Movies, it's Cinema Hall. These buildings are where you check in and get luggage assistance. You'll be stopping here first if you haven't utilized online check-in or if your room isn't quite ready. You'll also find each resort's dining, shopping, arcade, and bus stops in these locations. In fact, most everything in these 3 resorts are identical to each other, including most of the rooms. For more information about the rooms you can find at Disney's All-Star Resorts, I'll toss it to Erin from MouseHouseNewsNet for a tour of the most common rooms you'll find here.
Hello friends, it's Erin from Mouse House News. Today we're coming to you from one of the All-Star Resorts, and we're just going to show you what you can expect if you are booking a room at one of these resorts. All the rooms at the All-Stars are going to be the same whether you're at Sports, Movies, or Music. The only differences being the location and the view. So let's go ahead and take a quick tour. So once again, as is typical with the values, you're going to have an exterior entrance. So the door is going to lead directly outside. You've got your peephole, your evacuation route signage, a room occupied sign, and deadbolts to lock your door. Over here in the corner we have your Hey Disney. If that's a feature you like using, then it is available for you at this hotel. You do have window, and depending on your view, this particular one looks out over one of the parking lots. We have a beverage station. There is a beverage cooler down here, a coffee maker, ice bucket, and then inside this drawer are a variety of coffees, teas, creamers, sweeteners, cups, etc. You do have a trash can and recycle bin, and a dresser that has a few drawers. And also down here we have your safe and some extra pillows. On top of the dresser there are a number of plug outlets and USB outlets. And you also have your take-along guide to the Magic and your remote for the TV. Mousekeeping comes every other day at the All-Stars, so there is a schedule up under the TV if you want to keep track of what days your housekeeping services will be. Similar to Pop Century, and if you haven't seen that room tour, go ahead and go check it out. We do have a pull-down Murphy bed. When it's not in use as a bed, it has a couple of chairs and you can use it as a table, which can be convenient if you want to bring your dinner back and dine in your room. The bed pulls down from the wall. You just use these handles to pull it down. And there is an instruction card here on the table if you need any help. We have a second queen bed in this room. And on either side of the bed is like a floating nightstand where you can set things on the side, or there's a little cubby hole for storing items. And the phone would be also on this side. This particular room is a connecting room, so if that's something that's important to you, it is a possibility, so you can always request it at the front desk. And you also have some hooks on the wall if there's any bags or any other items you want to hang up. The room itself is divided from the bathroom area by a sliding door, which is nice because it can block out the light. If somebody's getting ready a little bit earlier than everyone else in your party, then you can block out light and everyone else can continue to sleep. The rooms do have a little bit of closet type space with some hangers and some storage where you can set items or hang up your clothes. We do have an ironing board, and then there's also an iron to accompany it. Down below the vanity area, you do have your iron and also a hair dryer. These rooms actually have a bottle of body lotion and hand soap for your use, in addition to your standard bar soap if that's your preference. We do have a pull-out, light-up, magnifying makeup mirror. So if you need that while you're getting ready, that is also mounted on the wall. Speaking of mirrors, if you want a full-length mirror to check out your outfit before you head out to the parks for the day, there is one on the sliding door that separates the main bathroom area from the toilet and shower. So we do in here have your toilet, and there's also the shower and bathtub. Mounted to the wall, you have your usual shampoo, conditioner, and body wash. And there's a cubby for you to also store any bathing essentials. So to summarize, no matter if you're staying at All-Star Movies, Music, or Sports, the rooms will look pretty much just like this. So now let's go ahead and take a look at what else each of the individual resorts has to offer.
Appreciate that tour, Erin. Now, Erin mentioned that most of the rooms across the All-Star Resorts look just like that. There are a small handful of king bed guest rooms at the All-Star Resorts as well, and then All-Star Music does also have some family suites that sleep up to 6 adults. So those suites are an option for bigger families that want to sleep together in the same location.
I had to stop the video. I am recording this video at Disney's All-Star Sports Resort. And I'm also doing research on All-Star Sports, just to make sure I bring you all the correct information about the resort. And I came across a review on the website, and somebody said that All-Star Sports continually lives up to its acronym. Somebody is not a fan. I don't think it's that bad, but that's funny. That is funny. It got me laughing, and I had to stop the video and share that someone says All-Star Sports lives up to its acronym. That's all I got. It's really not that bad, but that's all I got. Back to the video.
Okay, so now that you've learned about the rooms you'll be sleeping in, let's check out the amenities around the resorts. Remember, all of these All-Star resorts are set up to be mirror images of themselves for the most part. You'll see that demonstrated throughout this video. Each section, sports, music, and movies, has its own food court located near the check-in desks. At sports, you'll find the end zone food court. At All-Star Music, you'll see intermission food court. And at movies, there's world premiere food court. These food courts are the only full-service dining options at each resort, and they are set up to have a menu that pleases almost everyone. From Mickey-shaped waffles, bagel sandwiches, and bounty platters for breakfast, to burgers, chicken strips, and pizza for lunch and dinner, you can't go wrong. Mobile ordering is available at all of these dining locations for your convenience. You'll place those mobile orders in the My Disney Experience app, and you can specify if you want to dine in or take your food to go. Across the hall from each food court, you'll find an arcade. These are good places to challenge someone to some games, or you can relive the age of the standalone arcade games. The arcade in All-Star Sports is Game Point Arcade. At All-Star Music, you'll find Notable Games Arcade. And at All-Star Movies, your arcade is going to be Real Fun Arcade. When it's time to pick up some souvenirs, the All-Star Resorts have you covered. Each resort has a gift shop with Disney World merchandise as well as All-Star Resort-specific items. In addition to items such as clothing, pins, and home goods, you'll also find a limited selection of food items, toiletries, over-the-counter drugs, and bottled drinks. So if you ran out of toothpaste or forgot that sunscreen, they've got you. Okay, so at All Star Sports, your gift shop is Sport Goofy Gifts. Maestro Mickey's is located at All Star Music, and All Star Movies has Donald's Double Feature. When you're ready to take a dip in the pool, each of the All Star Resorts has two options to choose from. There are the feature pools, which are the bigger pools where you'll find most of the recreational games. Then, each resort at the All Stars has a quiet pool that is smaller and more relaxed. The All Star Resorts have a little known advantage in this area because usually pool hopping is not allowed at Disney World. That means you're only allowed to go to the pools at your resort. Disney's All Star Resorts are considered to be one resort when it comes to the pools, so no matter if you're staying at sports, movies, or music, you have access to all of these pools. While you're at the feature pools, enjoy the adjacent pool bars. They will serve up specialty cocktails, beers, wine, and a limited selection of small bites. Okay, so when you're ready to go to the parks, what do? Well, if you're using Disney transportation, you'll head outside to the front of the lobby buildings. There, you'll find the bus stops to all of the theme parks, water parks, and Disney Springs. At the All-Star Resorts, your only transportation option is the bus, so sometimes there can be a crowd. However, you will get where you need to go. Like other Disney resorts, the All-Star Resorts have a variety of recreational activities such as tie-dyeing Mickey t-shirts, campfires, movies under the stars, and more. Be on the lookout for the recreational activities board posted by the feature pool if you're curious about when each activity is offered. So are the All-Star Resorts for you? Here's who MouseHouseNewsNet recommends stay here. Ballers on a budget. True to the category, these resorts are the cheapest you'll find at the Walt Disney World Resort. You'll pay the lowest cost here, but there is a trade-off in other areas. No Skyliner, no monorail, no boat, no walking distance to any park. You'll get one full-service dining option per property. The rooms are small, and the walls are thin. When I stayed at All-Star Sports, I was awakened on multiple days because I heard my neighbors clearly in the 6 o'clock hour when they were getting ready to rope drop the park. I heard it all: flushing toilets, noses being blown, and teeth being brushed.
All of this to say that unless they are extremely quiet, when your neighbors wake up, you wake up. Yep.
Okay, so since we're on the subject of noise, I wouldn't be doing my job if I did not mention this part. Being that Disney's All-Star Resorts are the cheapest places to stay on Disney property and also the proximity to the ESPN Wide World of Sports complex, a lot of school groups book these hotels, especially All-Star Sports. That means that you can expect to see large groups of young people at any given time. Cheerleading teams, dance teams, high school bands, you name it. They often come to compete against each other. When you get a lot of young people together having fun, things can sometimes get loud, if you know what I mean. So keep that in mind as well. However, if not being able to afford a more expensive hotel will keep you from having your Disney World trip, stay here and make the most of it. You'll be at Disney World. It can't be that bad. Another group that these hotels are for: the rope droppers to park closers. If your intent while visiting Disney World is simply to spend every waking hour in a theme park and you only need a room to shower and sleep, this is for you. There's no need to pay for resort amenities when you're not here to use them. Finally, if this is your first trip to Disney World, you'll appreciate the simplicity of the All-Star Resorts. Let's face it, learning about Walt Disney World has a bit of a learning curve, and if this is your first visit, there's a bit of a comfort starting with a simple resort. You won't need to worry about dining reservations or having to decide where you're going to eat. Things are just simpler here, and these are some of the most colorful, vibrant resorts at Disney World. Everywhere you turn, there's Mickey and Friends. It's a good introduction to the magic for a first-timer. You can resort hop and work your way up to other resorts later down the line. So there you have it, Disney's All-Star Resorts. We hope this video has shed some light on what it's like to stay here. Remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and check out our review about another Disney Value Resort while you're at it. We've got a review for Disney's Pop Century Resort already posted. And if you would like some help planning your next Disney vacation, I can help you do that. I'm a travel advisor and offer advice to everyone who books their trips with me. I can give you a free quote for your next Disney vacation, and I'll link my travel site in the description below. This is Marcus from MouseHouseNewsNet, where we bring you Disney vacation news and reviews for Disney adults. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you around Disney World.